Hey y'all, Rhonda here. We have these folios at the store, and I've made several of them, but I haven't made this one. And I need to do kind of a quick little book for a crafty friend. And so I thought, well, we'll just put this together, see what it looks like, and I may add some to it, some more flips and folds and pockets or whatever. So, but once we get it together, then we can see what else we can do. But this is Photo Play, folio number 5. This kit measures 7 by 5.5, and it has flips, fold, pockets, and a waterfall. So, and these are really neat. I think these are just great if you want to get started in making albums or folios, because all this is pretty much done for you. You just follow the instructions. There's a little cutting. But very, very simple. It even comes with the magnets. But I have referred more people to this that, want to get their feet wet in making albums and things. And this is just perfect. If you can get through this and you'll like it, and you understand the measurements and the different things, the waterfall, the lingo, and you like it all, then power to you, and then get going. But this is a great way to get your feet wet. So, made in the USA, that's even better. So let's open this up and get everything out here. All right, let's set this to the side. So we have our instructions, and it numbers. Okay, where is number? Maybe, oh, it's on the inside there. Okay, I forgot about that. Okay. So you see everything is cut. It is scored. If you can see that, it is scored for you. Very simple. So it's going to tell you, so on the inside of the cover, it starts the instructions. So here, step 1, locate the 2 cover pieces. It's the largest pieces, is the outside cover. The smallest piece is the inside cover. And it says folding up in the same direction, pre-fold on all the score lines. So it's showing you outside cover, inside cover. Okay, number 2, apply adhesive to the back center panel of the inside cover. Align the side covers with the inside. And then centering to the left. Anyway, press firmly, adhere those together. And so it has great pictures too. So, which is good because, sometimes they're not the best at writing instructions. So it's nice to have the instructions and pictures. So yeah, it shows you here. So let's locate the largest 2 pieces. And usually, well, not always, they're in order here. Okay, so I bet you this one and this one. So it's going to be, so those are the 2. So this is the outside cover, and then this is the inside cover. Okay. Let me set these to the side a little bit. I was hoping when we got going I'd have enough stuff out here that would cover my light out, since I don't have that other finish on there. All right. All right, fold this out. Okay, so we need to apply adhesive to the back center panel. Okay, so this is the outside. This is the inside. And yeah, it's going to fold that way. Yep, okay. All right, so I have my score tape. Actually, it's my Stacy tape. So we're going to apply this to the center. Okay. I wished I knew where my little cutter was. Hang on just a second. Okay. Couldn't find what I was looking for, but I have a acrylic block I just press and then tear, makes a nice little tear. Okay. So we'll go through and do this. And I'm going to go ahead and finish this middle part, and then I'm going to add more tape to both sides, okay? Because I read a little ahead in the instructions. So those are of course going to be attached down. So let me fill this full of tape and I'll be right back. Okay, so you can see all the tape that I put on the back, and it's always good to go through and burnish it. You can use something, let's see, I have a bone folder here, and it's just good to go through and burnish all this, make sure it's stuck down really well. Just makes it a lot easier. And you think, you know, well, this paper isn't really heavy, but it doesn't need to be, because when you start layering this up with the tape, with the other pieces of cardstock, and then when you start embellishing it, adding all your mats and everything, it's going to thicken up. Believe me. All right. So you'll see the score lines here. You can see here's two really close together there. Okay. So that's going to give it some space to bend. And then these are just single. So this is actually, they're not the same size. One's going to fit. There's going to be inside the other. There's going to be a little border there. Okay. So what I like to do, I mean, you can use liquid glue. You can use whatever glue you want to use. It's up to you. On my albums, I like to use score tape. So what I'm going to do is line this up best I can. Okay. And then hold it firmly. And then I'm going to reach under and I'm going to pull the backing off of one of these pieces of tape. Okay. Still make sure we're centered there. Okay. And then press that down firmly. Okay. Now you don't have to worry about it moving or repositioning it, lining it up again, because it's already done. So now you can go through and just pull the backing off of these. Come on. Come on. Okay. Well, of course, you never have this much trouble when you're not on camera. Okay. And another thing, when you're adding your score tape or your glue, you never want to put it right on the crease, right on the bend. Okay. Because that'll hinder it from folding like it's supposed to. Oh, now come on. Okay, so I have everything off the back. So I go through and put it down like that. We should be even still. Yep. So burnish it really well. Okay. So this is what we're doing here. Okay. So then we're going to do the same thing to these sides, both sides. And I think in this it said to lay, let me double check here, okay. Close the left flap of the inside cover. Apply adhesive to the spine and flap of the inside, which this is the inside cover piece. Fold the outside cover flap over to the right, pressing firmly to adhere. Fold the remaining score line, press firmly on the crease, repeat on the right side. Okay, so it's telling you to bring this over. And there's a reason for that, because it will not buckle and get, oh no, come on. Because sometimes if you apply your tape and then lay it down this way, when you go to open it, it's not gonna mesh just right. So we're gonna go by the instructions, okay? So we're gonna fold this one over, okay, and press firmly, okay, and then this should fold like so, okay. So then you have your nice creases and it's not buckling, it's not acting crazy or anything like that, okay. So let's do the other side real quick. And you can use a pokey tool to get this off. Now, come on, I may have to get my pokey tool out. Now, like I said, if I was to turn off the camera, I could just pull these off just right and left. I wouldn't have any problems. That's the way it works, huh? All right. You know, as much score tape as I use and with all these backing pieces, I said I wish somebody would come up with something really crafty to use these. Now I save the big pieces because I make sticker books out of them. Open this one up. Okay, we're going to fold this over. Fold that, okay. Press firmly. Burnish it really well because you want a good contact there. Okay, and then we're going to fold it on that. Okay, so there we go. Let me get rid of all of these. Just put those to the side. Okay, so now the next step, I'll use that. Okay, it says that we need to locate 4 of the 7 by 5.5 base pages. Okay, so let's bring these back over. Set that out of the way a little bit. Okay, so 4 of the, let's see, and they're going to be scored on one side. That's scored on 2 sides, so let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Betcha this is them. And they should be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, by 5.5. Okay, that is these. Okay, so they're scored, and all of these are scored with a 1/2 inch. Okay, so you can see it's already scored for you. Okay, so it says locate the 4 base pages, apply strong adhesive to the 1/2 inch flaps, and fold under at the score line. Okay, so sometimes, especially when you're first starting out, this gets a little confusing. You're going to apply it, the score tape, on this side, but what's going to happen is you're going to end up folding that under. Okay, so let me put the score tape on these. And there we go. And like I said, you don't want to go over that little score line. You want to go just below it. Okay. I'll do that on all 4. I knew there was another one there. Come on. It's hard to see that white on white on white. Okay. And so like I said, with these, if you want to get your feet wet, or if you know what you're doing and you just need to make something quick and you don't want to think too much about it, these folios are awesome. It seems like they're coming out with more, and they have add-ons that you can buy that is just extra, you know, pockets or tags, different things you can add. Okay, we need to burnish these really well. And you think, oh, you know, that's a wasted time. It's really not. Because you know, if you're going to make this album, you're going to spend the time to make any album. You want it to last. Okay. Okay, so we have the 4. All right. And it says, and fold under. Okay. So we're going to fold that back. And I'm going to go ahead and bone fold them. So we'll have a nice, it'll lay nice. Sometimes you'll have that kind of gator mouth, and all you need to do is just score, really, you know, use your bone folder and get in there. And okay, so those are all folded under. Next step is adhere one of the base pages to the inside left spine. Okay, so inside, this is the inside, this is the left spine. So, okay, inside left spine, aligning it to the, aligning right up next to the left side of the crease. Adhere another base page directly to the left of it. Okay, so here again, we're going to line this up. And can you see? There is, okay, see the score marks? Okay, and there's my little tab. So we're going to line this up just on the inside of this score, that score line, okay, because you don't want it right on there because it's not, it won't allow it to open properly. So just a smidge to the inside, okay. And again, this is what I do, is I'll line this up. Make sure we'll see what we're doing here, okay. And I will take a little bit of this off. Let me go from the top. Take a little bit of it off and just fold it down a little bit, okay? So it'll make it easy. And we're going to line this up just to the inside, okay? We're going to make sure that it's lined up down here, there, okay? You always want to spend a little extra time doing this just to make sure, because especially on waterfalls, where did you go? Stuck back on there. Especially in waterfalls, you'll get it off just a smidge, and then once it continues, then you're going to be off a whole lot when you get to the very end. Come on. Are we still lined up? Didn't move anywhere. Okay. Okay. And then I'll open this up and burnish this really well. Okay, and then it says to add another one. Okay, so you can see there's your little 1/2 inch. Okay, and then there's your flap, and we're going to line this one up right next to the end of that one. Okay, and that should cover most of that spine. So we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to loosen this up, even though it didn't help too much last time. Like I said, it's just because I'm on camera. Okay. Line this up. Make sure. Okay, and then I also like to close and make sure that's lined up. Okay. Looks good. Hold it firmly. Reach under there. See if you can pull that off. This is getting comical now. Oh my gosh. You are kidding me. And I even started it. Oh. Don't make me do this again. Ah. Now it's moved. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, I'm gonna fold this down, make sure it's lined up. Okay. I was going to say, if it closes again, which it did. Oh, you are kidding me. What, the tape gods are not in my favor tonight. Oh my word. This is hilarious. All right, burnish that down. Open it up. Burnish that down. Lord have mercy. All right. Okay, the instructions. Okay, and it says we need to do it to the other side. Repeat step 5 on the right side. And so we'll have 4 of these total. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing on this side. All right, I have my tape. I'm going to line it up just this side of that fold. Okay, and then I'm going to line this one up. Just butt it right up against there. Okay, all right, I'll do that and I'll be right back. Okay, I told you. I didn't have any problem getting the backing off of this tape at all. Oh my word, I just laughed the whole time. All right, so this is what we have. Get those bent out a little bit. Okay, so this is where we're going. So we have the 2 on this side and 2 on this side. Okay. Like I said, you'll have to train it just a little bit to get squared up there. All right, so the next one is we need to locate 2 6.5 by 6 pocket pieces that are scored on 3 sides. Okay, so they are scored. Locate 2, so these are scored on 3 sides. See, I told you it's really simple. Okay, scored on 3 sides, and they are 6.5. Yep, by 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it tells you to miter the corners. Okay, which is you're going to cut. See how this corner, how it comes, you know, there's a score line here, it makes a little box here in the corner. You're just going to cut just right there on that where they meet. Okay, like that. Same thing over here. So this is mitering the corners. The reason why we do that is so when you fold this to make your pocket, you won't have a big, see how that comes together just beautifully? Okay, if we didn't do that, we'd have big pieces that overlap and it's going to make a big bulge there. And you don't want that. You want things to lay flat and nice. And then see how crisp that is? That's what we want. Okay. So we're going to put, like I said, I like to use my bone folder so they'll lay nice and flat. So we're going to put tape on all 3 of these pieces. We're going to do the same thing to this one. Okay. And we are going to put this pocket on this front page here. Okay. So let me get these taped up and I will be back.